In this episode of Theorycast, the guys who made the Cricket have sent me a new toy, so we're gonna check it out. It's for your LCD screen, and it's an LCD arm, so let's take a look. Alright, so a lot of us have LCD screens like this one. This is the Soyo 24-inch LCD screen. So it's a little bigger than normal LCD screens people might get, but anyway, this is what an LCD screen looks like. And sometimes we use it with our laptop, where you know you've got arranged something like that. You know, you've got it on the side. And the thing about the laptop is that you can take it around with you. You can move it around any way you want. But for the LCD screen, you can't really move it as much. So that's where this product comes in. There are many manufacturers of LCD arms out there, and this is one of them. This is one of the most elegant ones. This is called the EVO. It's the EVO series, and it's mainly designed to be ergonomic and still look good on your desk. So don't know if you can read the words, but yeah. So you can see it's something like this, and I'll show you the box in a while. Okay, there's even like a place to tidy up the cables and all that stuff. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, and we're all done here. So here's the EVO LCD arm next to my MacBook Pro, and I spent about half an hour basically setting it up. Most of the time was spent trying to unscrew the LCD from its stand, and then like you know, getting the cables all sorted out. So if you have a messy desk like mine, then it'll take a while, but otherwise the EVO arm was ridiculously easy to install. Basically you put down the mount over there onto your table, and as you see from the photos, it has a nice felt between the clasps, so it wouldn't ruin your table, it won't damage your table at all. Now let's take a look at the back of the screen here. As you can see, it's got a very nice, one thing I didn't note was the very nice finish, very brushed solid metal finish here. It's very rounded, so it's very classy. As you can see, I've got the VESA mount over here. Okay, basically your LCD monitor will have the 4 screw holes over here for you to mount this thing, and then I just slip this thing on. So by pulling this blue tab, I can lift the whole monitor up and take it out of the stand. Over here I have many points of attenuation. I can tilt this up and down. I can almost make it flat. Okay, so it's almost like if you have a tablet kind of interface or touch screen, then you could work on it as if it were like a graphing table or architecture table or something. So these arms all can turn around, and this thing goes up and down. Okay, so as you can see, it's very flexible. I had a few things because of the way the cables had to run and everything. It's really nice because we've got these plastic things that come on and off, and they don't really break. They're pretty flexible, so you can take them off, put your cables in, and put them back in. So there's one here and there's another one here. And one thing that you might want to note is that because of the cables running around like that, you might want to get extension cables if your video cables aren't long enough. Mine just worked out just fine, so it wasn't too much of a problem. You can have this, you know, come forward all the way. I'll just show you. Okay. You can make it go up and down, and basically, let me see if I can pull this up. You can turn it around. Okay. So you can have it extended all the way out. Okay, one arm operation of this thing isn't recommended. You probably want to use 2 hands, but okay, there you go. See, so you can have it extended all the way out. Okay, Thereby you could have like an overhead kind of heads-up display if you want. Goes up like so. You can tilt it any way you want. Okay. So it's pretty flexible in that sense, and if you find that it's too rigid at any point, there's a hex screw thingy here and one over here where you can adjust the pressure. Okay, so then either it's easier or hard. You can make it more rigid or smoother. Okay, more fluid in terms of how you lift it up and down and all that. So the points of attenuation become either more rigid or loose, depending on how much you adjust this hex screw thing that's here and here. Alright, so that's pretty much it. It definitely frees your monitor, lets it, you know, be repositioned any way you want. One of the things that I like to do is to actually have the monitor sometimes go sideways, so, or portrait mode. Okay, so, and on the Mac OS, you can actually in Windows as well, you can actually tell your display driver to go portrait mode. So let me just show you. So in the system press over here, under displays, I'm gonna set this one here. I know it's quite hard, tricky to see, but you can see that there's a rotate. Let me rotate you. Okay, there's a rotate feature over here, and if you do that, you can pick which direction you want. So I'm gonna pick this and see how it turns out. There you go. So now you have like a vertical display, and this is great if you want to do Microsoft Word, you know, processing long documents, or if you have web pages, tons of web pages like me, then you can have them in portrait mode like that too, so you don't have to scroll as much. This is one of the things I like to do at work. I have one of the Dell monitors which has a rotatable stand when you buy it, so it's not so much a problem, but for the cheaper LCD monitors like mine, you can't really rotate it. So this EVO Arm would let you do that. Okay, so it's pretty flexible on how you want to use it. Suddenly you're given more creative, there are many more creative applications as to how you can use your LCD screen. Most notably, of course, if you want to, you can you know, rearrange it left and right, up and down, so it makes it easier to view depending on the situation. If you just want to watch a movie, you can bring it closer to you, so you have you know, nicer point of view when you watch a movie and all that. So yeah, this is the EVO Arm LCD screen, and LCD Arm, sorry, and you can get it at lcdarms.com. Alright, cool.